Alright guys, so winter is fast approaching, and today is going to be a day of getting stuff put back. First thing I got to do is take the old, I think it's a 51, 216 159, I'll have to look that up. Late 40s, early 50s M, and we got to stick it back in the corn crib out of the way. So I haven't started it at all this year other than to drive it out here and try and sell it. So we'll cross our fingers and see what happens. This is an auction buy that was just too good of parts. Clean gas tank, running engine to pass up. But it's also not worth spending a ton of money on because it's just a plain old M, sadly. Alright. Are we feeling lucky today or not? Handshake. Oh, there's a little fire in it. Lift her up a bit more. Come on. Not a bad old M, but here's the bad part. Yeah, she's definitely needs some steering work. Maybe one of these days I'll work on it, but it's just too nice to part out yet. Oh, come on, don't do that. There we go, just stay right there. And into cold storage it's gonna go. I think that it needs some tappets adjusted, an oil change, and a little bit of time behind some piece of equipment, or in front of some piece of equipment. Otherwise, it just was too nice to let go to the scrapper. And it's got these weird aftermarket brakes, so kind of neat. Anyway, we'll be popping in and out of different jobs today. Guys, sorry, but the shop's a mess. I have been on the road for the last week, going to be on the road for the next 2 weeks. I need to get this put back on that tractor. So, let's get this up out of here. Set that down on the ground. Roll the tire out of the way. And now we can get in here to what I gotta get to. Yeah. So there is my rusty old bearing race, cup, and etc. that we're gonna have to tap out of there. And I'm positive that's not gonna just magically happen nice and easy. The good news is this is like brand new on this side. So I wonder if someone was putting new bearings in this, but they never greased it. Or they forgot to pack it. I mean, it's a viable concern, but that race is absolutely shot. You can really feel the divots down in there from the rust and the corrosion. So, I've never had one of these apart. We're going to learn how to get them apart. Easy way or the hard way. Let's see if we can get this dust cup loose. There we go, come on out. All right, come on out. Well, we're moving. Come on. Okay, so that just is not nicely. Yep, fold it on up. Well, that took off faster than I thought it would. Yeah, look at all that. Oh my God. Well, oh boy. So that looks like this. It's going to be fun to get out. I don't think I'm going to mess with anything too much. I'm going to go right to the stick welder And we're just going to run a bead of 7018 along that. But just so you guys can see the gouges into it. You can hear it click over all the fissures that have rust in it. So I'll bring you back when I get some. Alright guys, so we've made a hell of a mess working on this here. But what we did manage to do was, number one, we got the old race out. And if we take a good look at that, the 7018, welded it right on there and it popped it right out. Next thing I did was I cleaned out all the grease in here. Went in through there, cleaned all that grease out, wiped this all out right here. And since that's a big cast iron cavity in there, I didn't realize it was quite that big. I filled it full of rags while I am doing all my work here, and then we'll just push them out so that way anything that I get down in there will hopefully come out with it. But the new kit that I got does not have this inner seal. It just has the dust cap and the outer seal. So, new to me. We're going to take our race, put it in there, and there, we got her started. Got my driver. Looks like I need to work on my hammer. All right. So, the race went in there real nice and easy. I don't think I got any metal flake. I'm quite happy with that. It looks like it's square. All right. Just do a test fit here. I think everything looks pretty good on that. So, that can go back through there. I am going to lube that up with a little WD-40. Just because this could be tricky. Nope, bad. Well, we're going to go get another driver. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty nice right there. Do a test fit. We're good. No. Then this, and then the dust ring. All right, so that is ready to go back on the tractor. I can give this my coat of paint and get it ready to go. Awesome. This side over here was much easier to do. Oh, they're still, it don't matter how much you clean them. you still get a little bit of muck. All right. I guess I need to buy a steam cleaner. But that is ready to get a little red paint on it. So we're going to be moving on to changing a tire here in a little bit. Thank you guys for watching. All right, guys, so this has been cleaned, wire brushed. I hit it with the sander a little bit, wiped it down with a little bit of lacquer thinner. Not trying to get into a major restoration here. I know how that goes. I just want to make my new tires and rims look pretty decent on my old tractor. I am planning on painting that one in the future. So I'm going to try a little bit of this acid etching primer. I've never used the stuff, but I have heard good things about getting it to stick. Okay, so we're going to let that set up and dry and come back. Okay, so I could have hit Napa and everything, but I went and tried the Rust-Oleum. I just want to see how it holds up. This might be a terrible idea, but I thought about buying some of the Napa paint that I've seen people using. Also, this H does a lot of mowing for me, so I don't really want a fancy shiny paint job on it. And I didn't want to get the gun out and the compressor, and you guys know the drill. I'm not restoring this. I want it to mow and look decent. So maybe this Rust-Oleum will handle it, or maybe I have pink wheels in a year. I don't know. It'll get me off my ass to paint the tractor like it should be done, I guess. Well, I'll tell you what, overall, in my eyes, it's a nice red. And quite honestly, if it dries looking that good, that is more than adequate than what I need for my old mowing tractor. Well, I usually expect about that much rust when I bust off a rim or a tire of some sort. That's perfectly acceptable to clean up. But this area right here, wow. That's going to be entertaining to see if that front rim is still good. So, I won't bore you with grinder time on the video, but you guys know what I'm going to be running for the next couple of hours. Alright, well, everything I have touched today has been a show and a half. Let's just say that my rim here, that I thought was good, is going in the trash. So, I'm going to go ahead and get my hub put back on. That way my spindle doesn't rust, etc., etc. You guys know the deal on that. Okay. Okay, that's good to go there. Wipe that out one final time. Okay. Sadly enough, these are just look like bearings from China, but hey, we are going to take our time and get them nice and full of grease, I hope. Well, I haven't packed a bearing in a long time. Making that look like an amateur. All right, I think we're pretty good. Good to go on that. if I read these instructions correctly, our seal now goes in. Yeah. Nicely, and then our dust O-ring, just like that. And all I do to that is just put a very lightweight coat of grease around that, because that area on mine was clear full of water. So slid my hub on, got my bearings in. It all went on there pretty nice, cleaned up pretty easy. Now we're just going to run this down, give it a turn, go again. Alright, that's pretty tight. Back it off, give it one more spin. I like that. And let's tighten her on down now. There. That feels pretty good. Our hole is lined up. We match up nice there and there. I think overall, we can call that pretty good. I'm going to throw the cap on this for the week, and then it'll have to wait till I get back from a business trip in order to get anything else done. So that is all for me for the weekend.